Hello there, Frugal friends. My name is Julie, and I'm in the backyard. Sorry, I'm like kind of backlit, but it's too hot to do anywhere else. Let me see. Maybe I can adjust. Oh, that's better. That's way better. Okay, let me move the Coke. Ah, Coke. And turn the chair. Sorry. Just trying to make this happen, and it's been a heck of a few days. Anyway, hi, Julie here, and it is our Friday live stream, though late today because we have been we've been busy. Oh, the yard looks nice from right here. You see some pretty flowers and the beginnings of our pond situation over there. Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, it's looking nice. Beautiful, beautiful summer day here in Utah. So, okay. Hello, Vicky. And there's Phyllis and Melly and Bonnie. Thank you all so much for being here, especially at this later hour. We had to, and there's Pamela. Pam, I am wiped out. I absolutely overdid it yesterday. There's Pebbles from Texas, who is new. Thank you for being here, Pebbles. This is not our normal live stream time on Fridays, but heat waves coming in. Hello, Lab Brockington. And so we needed to get as much done this morning and in the earlier part of the day as we could before the heat of the day, and then this evening, the plan is to do more. And then I took a cat nap for a half hour. Needed that. Phyllis Kitty is actually right down here exploring everything that we have taken out of the Halloween shed, which will no longer be the Halloween shed. So, to the theme of today's... Hello, Layla. Thanks for being here. The theme of today's live stream, I don't know how long our live stream today will last because I am wiped out and we still have so much to do. So yesterday, well, let's backtrack a little bit. So we had, you may recall, emptied the attic, right? And that was a huge to-do. And the plan was we were going to remodel the attic. This was blue sky dreaming that I had. Remodel the attic and make that my studio, where I would have anything for my dumpster diving, my YouTube, my upcoming mystery boxes. It was all going to be in the attic. Well, then I had a contractor over. Hi, Kristen. I had a contractor, lovely guy. He's the one that finished the downstairs bathroom tub and everything for us, and does a lot of work for my in-laws. Anyhow, so he came over and very generously gave of his time and his knowledge and said, the attic's a bad idea. To put it in a nutshell, that's like an hour and a half of conversation. The attic's a bad idea. Okay. Which is fine because my husband had already kind of decided the attic's a bad idea. And anyway, it was a lot. It was drama. It was all of that. And then my husband suggested a shed and like a prefab, kit of some kind. And on a whim, in a fit of frustration, Phyllis got a new fridge. Congratulations. That's wonderful. So in a fit of frustration, I bought a shed, metal shed kit. Didn't come with the floor, but had the parts, and then was going to have the contractor come and build it for me. So the shed cost $1,000 on its own, just bare bones shed. And then I would have paid at least $1,200 for the contractor to come and build it. And that would just be bare bones. So then, at some point we would need to add stability inside and add electricity and all. So it's going to be a fortune. Well, yesterday we had all the stuff that was from the not from the shed, from the attic was under the tent canopy, the other side of the yard. I think I put a short video up about that. Yes, I'm wearing my Halloween shirt. It's day after 4th of July. It is now officially Halloween. Sometimes you got to do whatever you got to do to keep yourself sane, okay? So yesterday, James and Reagan and the kids, but mostly James and Reagan, started unpacking the shed because James said that he would put it together. Well, that's great. That'll save me a load of money. And then I could have the contractor come in and, add power and, hi, Shatika. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Add power and more structure and whatever. So James and Reagan start opening it up, and it was an utter disappointment. The metal, whatever kind it is, just paper thin. And even the structural parts of it, just so thin. And it was a huge disappointment. I cannot even tell you the frustration, the sadness, the anger, the just devastation, whatever, Phyllis, thanks for telling me that Renee's at work today. It's a bummer she can't be with us. So we packed everything back up that was in the boxes, how many boxes? Heavy boxes. And the kids taped it all back up for me, and they loaded all of it into the van. And I started a return, got the return approved, and then tomorrow we've got to take it all and return it, get it shipped back so that I can get my money back. So now, after that, I needed a minute to cool down and to just breathe. After that, James, that's my husband, James and I went to the Home Depot and Lowe's, those are home improvement stores, and looked at the wooden prefabricated sheds. And there's some really nice ones, beautiful things. And looked at the costs of the sheds themselves and then the cost of installation. And if we did the installation or if they do the installation, they have an amazing financing situation, with a monthly payment that I could afford. And so we looked at all of those, but I was already so tired physically and mentally and emotionally that I was like, okay, I just need to go home. So we came home. Luckily, I have a million tarps. We covered everything. Hi, Manuela. Maybe, Manuela, you might want to rewind or something to catch up. But so my husband had suggested, my old office here in the house that is now his bike room, that we could split that in half. But that room is maybe 10 by 8. I don't, it's a tiny, it's a little room. And here too, Phyllis, very hot, starting tomorrow. It's gonna just so anyway, then we also talked about the Halloween shed that needs to be completely redone, and finished. And what could we do there? And that space is so small. And so we don't have a set plan yet. Now, after all of that. But what we did do, one, we emptied out the Halloween shed. And that was a massive undertaking. And the plan is for me to downsize yet more, to declutter yet more. And there's a thing with decluttering. Oh God, Lab Brockington says where she is 110 degrees today, my Lord. But every time you go through with fresh eyes after a rest and declutter, at least for myself, I'm able to get rid of more. than I was able to the time before and the time before that. So the plan is I will spend this evening out here with the help of some Diet Coke, doing another round of decluttering. I can already see so many things that I'm okay with letting go of. And we'll set all of those aside. We can't put them in the van to donate right away because all the pieces, the boxes from the shed, the metal shed that's not going to work because it's too flimsy, that is filling the van right now. So we'll make a pile in a safe place. Luckily, there's no rain in the forecast. It's going to be hot. And tomorrow, after we have returned the boxes of the shed, then we'll fill the van with donations. Then we also have the trailer for the dump for any junk that might be out here. And then the tentative plan is that my husband will take apart the Halloween shed, such as it is. One whole wall needs to completely be replaced. He'll take that apart and we'll either add onto it, build it into a bigger structure in this patio area, or make it into a good solid waterproof structure in its original location. And since we've decided that the attic is now just storage, not for adding dumpster diving stuff to, not for my mystery boxes we want to do or any of that, that what I choose to keep of the Halloween, which will be significantly downsized, that will go in the attic. Which is a pain. I don't want to have it in the attic. I don't, because it's harder to get to, and that is frustrating. But I'm realizing reality that I do have a small house, but a lot of passions and not as much money as it requires to do everything that I want to do without going into serious debt. And where I like to go on my trips, we have in October, Mariah and I going to Maryland. And then in December, Lulu and I going to Disneyland. And I'm not giving up my trips, I've scaled them back, but you guys know, I want memories. I want to travel, and so I'm realizing that, it's been a big dose of reality, a huge dose of reality, and having to adjust, major adjustments. So let me kind of spell out the tentative plan. Okay, the tentative plan. Yeah, of course, Phyllis, the dollar store has the crows this year. Of course, they didn't the year I needed them for my birds display. But here's the plan. Spend the evening decluttering, getting a bunch of stuff ready for donation or the dump, depending on its condition. Whatever things we're gonna keep for Halloween, getting them sorted, organized, and ready to go in the attic. Then the rebuilt Halloween shed in whatever form will be where I will store, hi Joanne, where I will store the things, whatever is dumpster diving. So things that come in and we're processing, that's where we'll process them. But ideally they won't stay there, and that is where anything and everything that is for the mystery boxes and themed boxes that we want to get started next month. We'll see how long that's going. Hello, just a little bit of country. I'm good, but I'm tired and I've had a stressful week. Oh, Vicky, thank you so much, my love. I appreciate that. My week has been woohoo. It's been lots of reality and having to adapt and having to think on the fly, but and lots of having to be grateful, getting to be grateful. Lots of reality. Good, bad, and everything in between. So the rebuilt shed, whether we make it bigger or just make it much sturdier and more efficient as the little Halloween shed. That is where, in a very organized manner, the things the well, it's okay, just a little bit country, we're making it work, and it's life, you know. You got to roll with it. You got to figure it out. That's why I put on my Halloween shirt today, to help get me, you know, in a better place in my mind and get in the right mood. And to just, thank you, Vicky. Oh God, thank you for that. But to get in the right headspace, you know, and we just have to keep going. What else can we do, you know? Because I'm a determined little devil, and I had several times said, well, fine, you know, F it. I'm not going to do the mystery boxes. I'm just going to donate everything. I was going back and forth between that and a yard sale. And I had decided, and I was even going to do a video about it, but then I said, Julie, go to sleep, have the night to think it over. And then tomorrow, if you decide, yeah, you know what? The idea of the mystery boxes and of being a dumpster diver and of doing any of this, it's too much. I just forget it, donate all of it. Well, I'm not doing that. Because I really want to do the mystery boxes, and I want to at least try. And if it ends up it's a flop, it doesn't work, there's not the market for it, it you know, isn't worth the time, the energy, the space, okay, then I'll know. One of the things that I hate in my life is the not knowing, you know, something you didn't try, you didn't do, and then forever wondering, how would it have worked? You know, would it have been a good thing? Could it have been wonderful? And you didn't try. You gave up. You whatever, you know? So I said to myself, a long conversation, and I said, you know what? Okay, let's at least do this decluttering that needs to be done anyway. Let's get the shed figured out, rebuilt, refurbished, whatever. It needs to be done anyway. Let's set up over the next couple of weeks, set up for the mystery boxes. Hi, Kimberly. Set up for them. Get the Halloween stuff into the attic, and then see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And again, if it's a total disaster, a failure, or whatever, then we know. Then we donate, or we do a yard sale. You know what I mean? And, oh, awesome. Thank you, Manuela. So, yeah, then we know. And I can do a big old yard sale. Haven't done one of those in forever. Or I can just take and donate. Most likely I would do a yard sale. Get some, you know, some money out of it. Everybody knows it's, you know, that's a thing right now. And we have more medical bills popped up because of that wasp attack the other week. So yeah, I would do a yard sale. Speaking of wasps, oh my God. That's been one of the biggest issues with this whole process is the wasps. My champion, Reagan, has killed at least 4 massive, I mean massive wasp nests. Yeah, and so we've had to take breaks because, you know, let the wasps settle down and, you know, everything. And so it has just been a real team effort. My kids they're champions, heroes. They're wonderful. So yeah, we just, yeah, Pamela, I have to at least try. And would it be so much easier if I just signed up and had the Home Depot or Lowe's come in with a shed, beautiful thing, and build it for me, and then have a monthly payment for the next 6 years? Right now, and in a lot of ways, yeah, it'd be so much easier. But then what if my health takes a downturn again? What if I get injured? What if? And then James has to take over the payment, and it comes out of the family money. And, you know, I don't really want that hanging over my head. Still haven't even gotten a new car, you know, which I probably won't anytime soon. So I thought, okay, until you can pay cash, which won't be anytime soon, until you can pay cash. And this isn't a promise, okay? Because things change, things evolve. I've had to learn that. But the thought in my head right now is until you can pay cash for it, or you have no other bills, you know, and can comfortably pay for this, we're not doing that, you know. So the the thought is, sorry, I keep saying this, but then I get distracted and I'm not very succinct at it. Declutter. Move the Halloween keeps to the attic. Tear down the old shed. Refresh it, rebuild it, maybe make it a little bit bigger. Get all of the stuff for the mystery boxes into there. Ideally, hopefully, still start up the mystery boxes next month. See how they go, see how it works, and then go from there. As far as having, hi Kathy, oh, I'm so glad you're here. As far as having any office space, recording space, James talked about, like I said, splitting his office in half. I don't think it will work. I think it will end up being frustration, arguments, fights, inconvenience, resentment. I think that's what will happen. It's just too tight of a space. And I feel like when I'm going to have my own space, I need it to really be my own space, where when I'm working on a puzzle or I'm crafting or I'm whatever, I can lay it out and work on it, and it doesn't interfere with anything in the house, with anybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah, Manuel, it's just too damn small of a room, you know, and so it might be that I have to wait. Hi, Tabitha. I'm glad you're here. It might be that I have to wait on that part, and that sucks, but it sucks, but yeah, it sucks, but but it's not like I have to wait forever. I have to do this work now, put in the work, do the dumpster diving videos. That's what makes the most money. Work with the sponsors. That makes money. Do my mystery boxes, be smart about what I bring into the house, you know, what I bring home. Be smarter about it, and utilize my family. They've been so amazing through this whole thing. They're not loving it. They haven't loved it, other than the, you know, treats and things that I've done for them along the way. But utilize their help, you know. Good night, Joanne. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Kathy, that's wacky. Yeah, they'll do anything to keep us out of our dumpsters. God. Ridiculous. But sometimes we gotta wait. And we gotta make do. And it sucks. And I have all these big dreams and these big plans, and I have so many passions. But I was, something hit me the other day. On Facebook it was. And it's really hit me. And I want everyone to, hi Judy, I'm so glad you're here. I want everyone to really listen up for this. I might even do a separate short video about it. I was on Facebook, and a thing popped up, a post of someone local who was, you gotta have the Diet Coke to be awake, but causes all the burps. But there was a post about an estate sale, and they were clearing out their mother's effects. Oh, Phyllis, to win the lottery. Jeez. Wouldn't that be something? That's a dream. I've always had that dream. Everybody has that dream. But these folks were clearing out their mother's estate. And Judy, congratulations to your son too. Her son graduated. So They were clearing out their mother's estate. And there were loads of pictures. And before I even started scrolling through the pictures, I was overwhelmed. I got anxiety just by what you could see from the pictures this small, of how much there was. Tchotchkes and collectibles and knickknacks and everything you can imagine. There was so much. And they had it nicely organized on tables and in rows on the ground and what have you. And I thought, the hours, the days that they've had to stop their lives, anything else that they were doing, their other responsibilities, their, taking care of their own kids or grandkids or whatever, their anything, everything, to come and clear out and try to sell their mother's estate. So much stuff. And the thought that hit me was, I am not doing that to my kids. That was the just thought in my head. I'm not doing that to my kids. If anything, if I were to have an estate like that, I would hope that I would have a firm of some kind that was hired to take care of it, to suss it all out, rather than my kids. But I don't have the means for that, and so instead, well, that brings me to the, okay, well then what are you going to do about it? And a question also of enjoying my life, my passions. I have so many passions, so many hobbies. So the question of enjoying my life and my passions while I'm able to enjoy them without burdening my kids, because death comes to us all and we don't know when. We don't know when. Yeah, Kathy, do the yard sale. Do it. Absolutely. If let's just say it out loud, if I were to die tomorrow, my kids would be left with all of this to, and James, obviously, but with all of this to deal with. And it's not as much as it was a few years ago, that's for sure. And right now it'd actually be pretty easy because it's all out and they could just load it all up, right? Besides what I have in the house, which is not nearly as much as it used to be. But I don't want that for them. I don't want them to have so much to go through because mama was trying to save the world and because mama had so many passions, It's tricky because, like I said, I want to be able to enjoy my hobbies, the things that bring me joy, the things that bring me happiness. I love upcycling. I love crafting. Phyllis does scrapbooking. I love doing those kinds of things. My Legos, my Disney. I want to enjoy those things here in my home. Without burdening my kids, whether as teenagers or adults, Oh, Bonnie, I don't know how you do it. I guess her living condition right now is tight, very cozy, very cozy. We do what we have to, is what it is, right? We do what we have to. That's how we do it. We do it because we have to. We make do. I don't know, guys. Oh, God, Judy, it took her and her husband a month to clear out their parents' stuff. God. Her parents' stuff, or yours or his? Your parents' things. Took a month. Jesus. No, I can't do that to my kids. Or my husband. Or potentially grandkids, or, whomever. I just, I can't. So I think we've hit a point now, 7 years on YouTube, 14 years a dumpster diver. We've hit a point where, yeah, we got to prioritize. We got to clear out a lot. We got to decide, like, for instance, all this Halloween stuff that I'm going to be going through tonight and making tough choices. You know, there's some things I see right now that I couldn't get rid of during the last round of decluttering, but that now I'm like, oh yeah, that's going, that's going, that's going, that's going. But I know there will be others that'll be more difficult. And what it's going to come down to is, okay, well, what things do I use every year? And you know, I like to do a theme, but there are some things that I use every year, and I love them. And I love to see them. I love to enjoy them. And so those will be the ones, well, that's easy. We'll keep those. Then there will be the other things that I haven't used in several years. They're lovely. I like them, maybe, but I just haven't used them. Well, then why am I keeping them? It's back to the maybe someday, you know? And I don't want to live the maybe some days anymore, you know? Nah, I don't want to do that. The theme this year is clowns, you know, the haunted circus kind of thing. And I'm not going to do a big porch display that I normally do. Not going to do that. Definitely not to the extent that I normally do. I have a different plan this year, and so stay tuned. That will, of course, be coming. But it's a different plan. And a lot of this stuff can go. A lot of it can go. And even if I were to only put up the same Halloween decorations every year with minor tweaks, it would still be more than most anybody else does. I would still find joy in it. It would still be wonderful. And it would take up a hell of a lot less room. You know? And I will, God damn it, I will have my she shed, or I will have one of the kids' bedrooms when they move out, to have a whole wall of Disney. You know, if the universe decides I, you know, get to be around long enough. That, you know, that time will come. In the meantime, for the few years that, you know, we have with the kids here in the house, Mama's got to tone down some of it to make it more comfortable for everybody. And then work on saving the money, being smart with my expenditures, save the money to build the she shed the way that I want it. This has been a really somber kind of live stream, which was not really well, not ideal, but you guys know I'm going to be real with you and you know, tell you the truth about things and the reality of things. Phyllis, you're going to let go of a whole tote? Fantastic. Everybody give up some support to Phyllis to get rid of a whole tote, because I know how hard that is. Oh, this is a good idea. Terry, hi Terry, says if you keep diving, which I'm going to, you could use your standard decorations. So like my skeletons, my scarecrow dummy, you know, those kinds of things. But collect only items which are part of this year's theme. If possible, save the extras till the next year, then donate. Terry, that's a wonderful idea. And that is so fantastic. Guys, please read Terry's comment there. You hit it right on the head. Kathy, best wishes for your doctor's appointment. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Um, you hit it right there. You did. Yeah, Manuela, I could use that area in the hall downstairs. I cleaned it out, Manuela. I documented it, but didn't show you guys. I completely cleaned out that area so that we can finish the wall. It's empty. We moved the dollhouse down there, but that's it. I cleaned it out. My Disney corner, empty. Yeah, I I need to just sit down and edit and put that together and show you guys that as part of we've been busy. We've been busy. There's a reason Mama's worn out and in a lot of pain. Emptied out the Disney corner downstairs. Yeah, with the grandiose plan at the time that all of that was going to go in the attic that we were going to convert. But that's not, yeah, it's empty, Judy. I'm dead serious. Yeah. Um, the plan was that was all going to go in the attic that we were going to remodel. But that, of course, the plan changed and changed and changed. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. If it's all just going to be in storage in the attic while I work my butt off and save up to build a proper big studio. Well, not big, 12 by 12, whatever, where I can have my wall of Disney. Or after my kids move out and I claim one of their bedrooms and have my wall of Disney. Yeah, I'll get that edited tomorrow and put that up for you so you can see. But yeah, there's just the dollhouse there now. We've got to finish the wall. Needs to be mudded and textured and painted, and Reagan's doorway finished, and yeah, and that's true, Manuela. That's a really good point. It would, I can still use it temporarily with the fold up table because that's nice and easy, I can use that. Excuse me. I can use that area, and that I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm really glad you did, because that's, you guys, you're so good at helping me think things through and sound it out and hear it and give your thoughts and everything. And I just don't think the idea of splitting the space with James will work. I think we can agree on that. I don't think that will work. Somehow we've got to make that hallway work. Once the wall is finished, make that work temporarily. But what I don't want to do is put all of my stuff back up. I because I feel like that would, I don't know, be settling, and that it would somehow, and I'm just spitballing here, just thinking out loud, okay? I feel like it would discourage me maybe from working on getting the studio shed that I really want. I don't know. And to be honest, it is inconvenient because that's where you walk through to get to the laundry room, and so it is inconvenient right there. And especially if I'm going to have stuff out that I'm working on, it's in the way. Now, that could encourage me to get all of us to stay more on top of the laundry situation, for sure, so that it isn't such a big deal. So I'm going to have to play with that. I'm going to have to think about it and suss that out. I've also been tempted to clear out the Lego storage. There's, under our stairs are all these shelves, and it's filled with Lego stuff. And I've thought that might be a place to put the stuff for the mystery boxes. I don't know where I would put the Lego things, though. Now, the kids don't use the Lego stuff like they used to, and neither do I, but I have no desire to get rid of the Lego collection because I know that of a fall or winter's evening, I'm going to bring out the Legos. So it's a matter of, okay, well, where are we going to put them in the meantime? You know? No, I've never done a themed garage sale. That's an idea. I don't know that I have enough stuff at this point. I just don't have the volume of stuff like I used to, which is good. But I don't know that it's enough to make a yard sale worthwhile. But we'll see. We'll see. So let me play with it for a little bit, guys. Let me think it out as we're doing this. I mean, step one, is to do another round of clearing out and to move the Halloween stuff into the attic. That's step one. All of the things for the goodie boxes, the mystery boxes, whatever, I've got all of it. It needs a final sorting to get organized, but I've got all of them. They're safe. They're covered. They're okay. So it's really clear through the Halloween stuff, get that into the attic early in the morning before it's too hot, and then go from there. I think I need to clear all this out to then also clear out, my brain. You know what I mean? To just clear out space in my brain to make room for sussing out the next steps. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, too much stuff, it not only clutters your home, right? But it clutters your brain. Absolutely. It clutters up your mind when you have too damn much stuff. It just makes it too difficult to deal with. Oh, Judy. Oh my God. So I redid the dollhouse for Mariah for Christmas. Granted, we're in July now, but that's only 6 months. I did that for her because she desperately wanted it done. And I figured, well, it's the last chance. She played with it for a few months, and she's now done with Barbies. So do we keep the dollhouse that's now taking up the hallway downstairs? I don't know. I don't know. There's Cynthia. Oh my God, there's Cynthia, Miss Diving with Purpose. Oh, hello, my love. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Mariah's done with the happy late birthday, Melly. Mariah's done with the dollhouse now. And in fact, she, the other day, gave a whole bunch of Barbie supplies, not from the dollhouse, but a load of other Barbie supplies to a neighbor friend. So now what about the dollhouse? It's tricky because I just put so much effort into the dollhouse. And not only that, no, she is, Kathy, she is. It's true. But there's also the thought, well, I enjoy the dollhouse. I enjoy it. I never had a big dollhouse when I was a little girl. And so that kind of unfulfilled part of me, I don't want to, we all have that, the little girl or the little boy in there. I love the dollhouse. I don't use it other than I decorate it. And I love doing that. And that's the other thing, grandkids and stuff. But then again, we come back to space and how much space is available right now, which isn't much. And if I want to use that hallway area, even temporarily, as office situation. Um, what about the dollhouse? I'm not in a I don't use it, Judy. I decorate it. That is the joy for me, is decorating it. Same with Lego. I don't play with Lego. I build with Lego, you know? And I imagine. And I enjoy the imagining. But I don't actively play. You know what I mean? Unless I'm playing with a little kid, you know? Um, well, okay, so dolls. I also have a tote, a big tote of porcelain dolls. I had one porcelain doll um, that I got when I was like 12. And the rest of them I acquired in my late teens and early 20s. Again, to fulfill a little girl need. You know, I honestly think, if I'm being responsible, being honest, truthful about this, I probably need a therapist during this, process. Thank you, Cynthia. Because when I saw the tote of the porcelain dolls, I thought, I don't need those. They have been in the attic at least 10 years. When the girls were little, they couldn't play with the porcelain dolls, of course, because they're porcelain dolls. You can't play with them. They sit on shelves. And then by the time the girls were old enough to handle them, I mean, they had a million Barbies and they had American Girl dolls. They didn't want the porcelain dolls. I don't want the porcelain dolls. I don't want them. Oh my God, I don't want them. Holy cow. They're beautiful, and I don't want them. I have one doll that my grandmother-in-law let me have. And it's Snow White, a Snow White doll. And that I want. I knew it as I was cleaning stuff out. I saw the Snow White doll and I said, I want her. I want to keep her. The tote of the other dolls, maybe the one that my mom gave me when I was 12, my first porcelain doll. I wouldn't mind keeping her and handing her down, kind of a thing, if anyone even wanted her. I don't want the others. And I've been holding on to them. Why? Because I used to like them. I used to love them. I used to love all of my little tea sets, little miniature tea sets. And it was always the thought that someday I would be able to display them again. But I have different things I want to display now. I have so many beautiful, marvelous Disney treasures that I've acquired. The majority of them that you guys have sent to me. You guys are amazing. And I enjoy those. Each and every one of them, just even thinking about them, I want them. I don't want the others. You're right, you guys. The high Vegas time, taking the pictures. And I've done that with other things in past declutters. There were some stuffed animals, a couple of things from childhood that I took pictures of and I let them go. I don't want those. I don't. I want the Disney things. I do. Though even in there are some things that I could let go of. Absolutely. No, Terry, I agree 100%. I think it's just been such a busy time and a stressful time, and there's just been so much going on. Um, oh, that wind. Oh, that feels good. Beautiful breeze. Um, no, you're right. I think just talking this out with you guys might have been the therapy that I needed. What do you charge per hour? Jesus. Sorry. It just yeah. Okay, one of you mentioned a themed yard sale. What if I did a yard sale of collectibles? Um, I mean, it wouldn't have to be just that. Uh, but just, I could also put them up on the marketplace. Yeah, Judy. That's a steal of a deal, Judy. You guys are right. Okay. Something that, and you are, Pamela, you guys are my sounding board and you're amazing. One thing that I've done as I've done the decluttering, and a lot of it has been down to, physical capacity or lack thereof, but I'm getting better and I'm getting stronger. Every day I'm getting stronger. And even gonna go hiking this Sunday. I'll bring you along for some of it, but it will be my first hike without any medication, pain medication, in over 2 years. Jesus Christ, over 2 years. God. Stay tuned. That'll probably be on my other channel, My Current Obsession is what it's called now. But what I was going to say is, a lot of times over the last, 6 months, anytime I've decluttered, it's just donate, donate, donate. Because that's the easiest thing. Load it up, donate it. Plenty of things that I could have made some money off of. Yeah. But I wanted it gone. I didn't want to have to deal with it, or I couldn't deal with it. I think we are at a point where I should try to sell. I think you guys are right. And put that, yeah, absolutely. And put that towards the shed. Yeah, I could do my eBay. I have a eBay thing. I could absolutely do that. Once I get all this sorted. I could do that. Do it, Cynthia. Do it. Definitely. From the beginning. Because you weren't here for the beginning, and it's been a process, my love. It has been a process this last month of trying to figure out, trying to carve out a space for me in our home, our lives, our property. It's been a journey. Yeah. And it's been a big reality check, major reality check, in a million ways, especially financially, definitely financially. And I'm not giving up my trips. I'm not doing it. Like I said, this October, Mariah and I, it's her turn for the one-on-one this year. And those trips, yeah, they're expensive. And I got to climb into dumpsters to make them happen. But those are priceless to me. The memories we've made, geez. And then in December, Olivia and I are going to go to Disneyland. And she's paying her way. She's paying her part. She works, she has a job, and she's paying her way, which is wonderful. So I just have to pay my way. And we're going to celebrate her graduation and turning 18 and all of that. And then next year, it's Reagan's turn for a one-on-one trip, and we're going to Alaska. Not till summertime. And I gotta, save up for that. And maybe right now, maybe that's more important. Um, it is. It is more important to me than the shed. It is more important right now. But then the other part of me says, yeah, but then with the shed, that would be helpful to you in paying for the trips. But then the other part of me says, okay, yeah, but you can't pay for both right now, unless you go into massive debt. And I'm not comfortable with that. It's a tricky conversation that I've been having in here, But we're getting there. We're getting it figured out. And I think the more that we declutter and then, get the Halloween put away in the attic and then get all of the mystery box stuff tightened up, very organized, ready to go. Cynthia, have a beautiful day, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you could join us. Judy, that is so exciting. Tell her to have, oh God, someone's being screechy. Tell her to have the most magical, wonderful time. And to bring a fan, a little misting personal fan. And a UV umbrella, if possible. But anyway, but definitely a little fan. Once we clear everything out, get everything super organized and ready, I know it will make a huge difference in the stress level that I'm feeling right now. And it will kind of, part the clouds and help me to see more clearly into the future and to come up with a plan, a better plan, a practical plan, and to help give me the energy to do it, Yeah, Judy, the little fans make just a world of difference. Absolute world of difference. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. It has cooled down now, hallelujah, back here, and is shady again. Yay. And I'm going to start making some tough choices. And I'm going to get the kids out here. Not Olivia, she's at work. Get the other two out here. Promise them something nice. And let them be some of my muscle. And we're going to do it. We are going to make some tough choices. And we're going to clear some stuff out. And it's going to be okay. And, oh, look, there's Kitty. Phyllis, there's Kitty. There she goes. She's over there at the wheelbarrow. Can barely see her because it's so bright over there, but she just hunkered down right there. No, Manuela, you're right. You're right. The trick, Manuela, the trick is, then I've got to do the yard sale. And I gotta get the energy to do it. And I have to have that understanding with my husband that, okay, the stuff isn't gone because, we're doing a yard sale next weekend. We have to kind of agree on that. And, oh, you saw her, Phyllis? Yeah, so she's just tucked over there. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm a cat lady now. Jesus. But you're right. That's what we've got to do. And I have the energy now to do it. And especially with the kids as my muscle. I do have to remind myself that I'm still in very serious, continuous treatment with my elbows and my hips and all of that. And had a, horrendous 2-hour therapeutic massage the other day that was not at all relaxing. But was very useful, very helpful, and I'm grateful for it. Very grateful. I need to, as always, this never ends. I need to listen to my body and be smart about what I do and stop being so bullheaded and stubborn. That's not going to happen. That's impossible. But okay, I'll get them out here. Yes, that too, Manuela. Okay. Okay. You know what? That's what I'll tell James. Maybe we'll make that the priority, getting that hallway done. Yeah. So that I can have that area to work. That's a great idea. That's a really good idea. Because the only things that won't be covered, or I mean that won't be in a secure place, will be the stuff for the hi Holly, I'm so glad you're here. The stuff for the mystery boxes, but all of that can be in plastic totes, totally safe, in the existing Halloween shed, because the Halloween stuff will be in the attic, and all there will be out is the stuff for the yard sale. So the shed redo could wait, and we could put that energy and money. That's a wonderful idea. God, you guys are awesome. Put that energy and money into finishing that hallway down there so that I can utilize it temporarily as an office area, a fold-up office area, so that it doesn't get in the way of our lives. Happy birthday, Holly. Oh, thanks for joining us on your birthday. Vicky, don't apologize for being quiet here, and you are not boring. I appreciate you just being here. It means the world to me. You guys know I've said it 8 million times. I'll say it again. The greatest gift you can give anyone is your time. And you guys are giving me that. Speaking of time, it's time. And I'm going to get to work on everything that I promised. I'm going to get out and do it. Get up and do it. Get the kids out here. And we're going to get it done. And then tomorrow, I will try to edit that footage of us, of me cleaning out that Disney corner down there, just to show you what happened, what I did. And then we'll go from there and we'll see. And whatever happens, it's going to be good. Freaking Manuela, you're here at 2 in the morning. Good Lord. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for giving me your time today and bearing with me, having it be late. You're back just in time to say goodbye, Kathy. Have a beautiful weekend. Just an absolute wonderful weekend. And I'm going to see you guys all real soon, okay? Or you'll see me. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for this. Truly, thank you. All right, take care, guys.